Hey there, record loving friends. It's Brian from tokyorecordstyle. I am at beautiful Kanda River, not far from my house, and I'm heading towards Shibuya, where I found a very cool, interesting place a few days ago on my way home from work. Something that I think will really intrigue you all. And so join me on another adventure as we head across Tokyo to see some more record-loving culture in Japan. Off we go! Record loving friends, we have arrived and we are at a very cool place. It is called RECOCO. It is a record listening cafe. And it's based on the Korean cafe that got really popular in the last couple of years. It is the RECOCO Record and Coffee, conceptualized by Kawaura-san, who's welcomed me into the space. Arigatou gozaimasu. He is the designer of the space, and he is a really brilliant entrepreneur. This is one of 3 or 4 endeavors that he's doing. One of them is a makeup workshop where his customers can come and create their own lip gloss and lip balms and lipsticks. They can have a selfie experience. Another concept that he has is another cafe just around the corner that I'll show you. Stick around till the end because the other place is very interesting and it's a little bit photography related. Exactly 1 year ago, on December 15th of 2023, he opened RECOCO, the record listening cafe. Reco, of course, is from record, and ko comes from the Japanese word kodomo, and it was a very popular way to name your children. There's lots of girls named Atsuko and Yasuko and Yumiko and Tomoko, and this shop is called RECOCO. And they have a beautiful little mascot. She's super, super cute. Does she have a name? Namaga. RECOCO. RECOCO-chan. So you can see right here, the shop just recently moved to, there's some RECOCO-chans right there. I'm gonna come in and say hi. So what this is it's RECOCO Side A store in Shibuya, record and music. So Side B, I guess, was the first concept. The other cafe that was right around the corner was the introduction of this project, and I think it became so popular that he moved into the residence next door and expanded the project, and it's becoming really, really popular. I'm gonna come in and show you guys this brilliant place. Thank you so much for having me. So here we go. It's open from 11 a.m. to 9 o'clock, and there's a charge, and you basically just pay the table charge, and you can stay for 90 minutes so long as it's not busy, in which case you can stay for as long as you like. Well, let's go in and have a look. Ii desu ka? Okay. Okay, welcome to RECOCO. And I'm gonna try to be mindful of the customers here, but it has a wall of records. There's a downstairs that I'll show you here in a bit, and there's about 40 different seats where people can come and have a record listening experience. There's this beautiful retro vibe and a lot of attention to details and beautiful fixtures everywhere. These kind of New York subway tile tables, and each table has a record player at it and a couple of very nice Sony MDR something or other, really excellent headphones that you can enjoy. Arigatou gozaimasu. people come here who want to have a record listening experience with a friend or with a group of friends or maybe on a date, or it's even a place where you can come and do some desk work. You can stay here and sit at one of the tables. Each of the tables has a outlet where you can plug in your devices and stay charged up while you're listening to records either by yourself or with your friends. It's just such a cool place, and when I saw it, I just thought, wow, what is this? And it is, I've been seeing that Korean record listening cafe on all the design magazines, and I'm happy to see that it's taken root in Tokyo, a version of it. Kawaura-san has been, it seems like he's really a great idea guy. There's a beautiful bar, and I can't wait to show you a few more details of this place. Now, I heard that most of the clientele who are coming here are people in their 20s, and there's a lot of young, lovely ladies who are coming here to listen to records with their friends. I'm gonna just give you a little peek, like this crew over here. They've gone and they've taken records from the record collection that's downstairs that houses some 300 records, and they bring the records back to their table, and they can enjoy listening to records amongst friends, and they can look at the jackets and read the liner notes and the inserts together, and it's, you know, specifically designed for maybe those who haven't really experienced a record or turntable before. So you'll notice that like all the seats are on the same side of the table, and there's people who are just sitting next to each other who are experiencing the sometimes first touch of record players and records together. And I can even see them, they both have their headphones on, so it's kind of quiet in here. I hear a little bit of background music, but they're chatting to each other on their devices. They're saying something like, hey, what do you think about this? Oh, I like it. What do you think about this? I think it's fantastic, or whatever it is. Just a really great concept, and I can tell that it's going to be really popular. In fact, I mentioned it to my daughter today, who said that she was coming to Shibuya to go see a movie, and I said, oh, I should recommend a cafe to you. It's called RECOCO. And she said, I already know about it. I know about it from Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, you should really check out their Instagram because they have an amazing social media game. They've got some great reels, and who's ever putting their social media feeds together is doing a really good job. I will leave the link to RECOCO in the show notes. And so here you can see the menu. They've got coffee, cafe lattes, cappuccinos, flat whites, and some of the typical things that you will find at the cafes. I see there's a couple of coffees here at this table, and there's the lovely Mako-san, who's just, hello. If you read the reviews on the websites, everybody says that there's always lots of friendly staff, and when I visited here a couple of days ago, everyone was really friendly and really welcoming, and Kawamura-san was really delighted to have me to come. And so check out the reviews online, and you'll see lots of people saying that it's a fun place to come with their friends. They have a beautiful design and touch. Here's the menu, which you can see online, and they just have all these like little retro fixtures and lights, and it's just really delicate. And even though it's only been here for a year, you can tell it's just going to mature into a really cool place. There's just beautiful brass fixtures, and there's like, you know, an old typewriter, this Underwood typewriter that I even had. My mother even has this same exact typewriter. I bet you it works. And they've got the old classic desk lamp and maybe some features, and each table has like beautiful designed furniture that you might remember from your home back in the 80s or 90s, and just like everything about it is super groovy. I gotta show you downstairs, but come here and check out the place and just bring a date, bring your friends, and come and enjoy the experience of listening to records for the first time. Let's go check out B1. Okay, desu ka? So here's the wall of records. I was told that, they have J-pop and K-pop and, Western music. And downstairs, there's a bunch more seats. And I want to be mindful of the customers. I'm seeing a little flicker here. Let me see if I can fix the flicker. Okay, pause. Okay, so it's really moody and groovy down here in the basement, and here is their really cool record collection. And so you can see some old jazz records, some old pop records, some old Takeichi, some Tatsuro Yamashita, some Kiki's Delivery Service, my favorite, Happy End. これおすすめ。めちゃめちゃいいと思う。They've got Bruno Mars and Donald Fagen and Bad and Pulp Fiction and another one of my favorites, Andy Warhol. And yeah, so you can experience everything. Dua Lipa, Talking Heads, really nice taste of music. And I can see some Nujabes. That looks like an original press. That's not a cheap record. And Pink Lady and Uta, なんだっけ? Uta Hikaru, すごい有名, very famous Japanese pop singer. And yeah, it's just, you know, I think they work really hard to find the tastes of the day and a little bit of something for everybody. And you're not allowed to bring your own records in. You're meant to come and listen to their records because, you know, just to make sure that nobody skips out or makes a mistake that they've accidentally taken shop's records when, you know, mixed up theirs with the shop's. You mean? And, you know, it's just like a really cool experience for you to be able to touch records for the first time. And there's a dozen more tables down here. Again, each one has a set of beautiful Sony headphones. And the reason that there are such nice headphones is Kawaura-san told me that because it's the first time that some of the clients are touching records, he wanted them to have a really nice listening experience, which is why he splurged for these really nice professional studio grade headphones. And over here, the decor is really fun. There's, you know, a Brother typewriter and a coffee grinder and an old telephone. And, you know, he's working hard to make a beautiful space. He told me that he's kind of the concept designer and he's working with his staff to help source these various goods to make it a really charming experience. There's even like little retro ashtrays. これ使わないね。禁煙です。これ禁煙？禁煙。Okay, okay. これは席の番号。なるほど. Okay, each table has these retro ashtrays, which are really cute and funny, but they are actually used to say what table they each are. They're the table markers. Oh, and look at this. There's like a little instruction manual that tells you how to use the record player, how to turn on the headphone amplifier, and yeah, just how to use the cafe and how to use the record player. Very cool. Kawaura-san told me that a lot of the customers who are coming are non-Japanese, so it's on people's radar. And if you come to Tokyo and you want to have a cool, unique experience, I recommend coming. There's one more really cool thing I must show you. A couple more really cool things. Again, just little brass lights and, you know, beautiful old vintage furniture. They've done a really good job. All the chairs are mix matched and they're all really beautiful. Look at this kind of like fun. Did you have one of these in your house growing up? I think we had those at my house. And the red velvet, you know? You see these at the hotels sometimes. That's that sort of contemporary mid-century style. And oh, I've forgotten the brand. That one's a famous brand. Yeah, very, very cool. And there's two more things I want to show you. There's the VIP room. And if you come here, you have to ask for the special treatment. But over here, they have this special listening room, which is the VIP room, VIP. And they've got two turntables here and an old Victrola right here. I don't know if it might be like a retro looking thing. They've got just little beautiful details all over the place. Cigarettes after sex, I don't know, maybe that's like gets you a little bit in the mood if you're on a date. Love that band, by the way. And yeah, it's just like, look at this old 70s style furniture. I'm so impressed with this place. I'm so happy to share it. A wall here with all the old advertisements from cool old vintage magazines. Company. Shinli. I don't know all of these, but I think they serve alcohol too. They do serve alcohol. It's not just coffee, you can also get alcohol. So I think they have a selection of beers, and I'm not so sure about spirits, but I think there's a little something for everybody. It looks like it could also be an interesting spot to have like a photo exhibition, or I can see they're on display of, was there a live here before? Okay. Okay, they're doing a collaboration with some artists. Very cool. Okay, so that's B1 of RECOCO, and apparently it's really quite busy on the weekends. And so thank you for showing us B1. I want to show you, you've seen the Veep room, you've seen the 300 record collection, you see that everybody's having fun, digging through the records. I see somebody's pulling out a Deutsche Grammophon, maybe classical music, a little something for everybody. And you can take 3 records at a time back to your seat and listen to them with your friends, and then come back and select 3 more, right? That's basically the plan. So let me show you the house specialty, because it's absolutely too cute. So among the drinks that they have, including the various teas and coffees and melon sodas and floats, they also have the Earl Grey tart, the cinnamon cheesecake, and check this out, it's just too cute. The RECOCO house specialty Baumkuchen. Baumkuchen is kind of a German style cake, maybe Swiss, I'm not sure. And it's the kind of cake where they cook on layers and layers and layers and layers and layers. It's something that cooks like a long pancake on a rotisserie. And when you cut it, it's all the layers, and it's like a record. Is that not absolutely adorable? And it's got the label, the RECOCO label on it. What else does it say? Since 2023, and a few other things. Very, very cute and cool. So I'm just having a blast. I think I'm actually gonna have a piece of cake and have a coffee, and I'm gonna put it on my list of places to know about in Tokyo. Another cool little facet of record-loving culture in Japan. I'm so happy to know about it, and thank you so much. Tamashi. They're having fun. Hajimete. First time? Okay. Record wa first touch? Okay. Record player wa uchi ni nai. Okay. これからコレクターになる? Record player wa kaitai? Do you want to buy your own record player? Okay. Thanks so much. Okay, so thank you, 皆さん。ごめんなさい. Sorry to be a little bit jama. Kawoura-san, thank you so much. That's really nice. And that is going to wrap our little video adventure to RECOCO coffee shop and cafe. Record and coffee listening bar in Shibuya. I'll leave the link to the cafe in the show notes, and you can come and enjoy this place for yourself. But stick around, because I have one more little bonus thing to show you. Kawoura-san, ii desu ka? Okay, this is bonus track, bonus material. There was another cafe which was the originator of RECOCO Cafe that has now been converted into a new cafe which is called Retopo, and it's a retro concept. And what was so funny is that Kawoura-san told me it's a Heisei concept. Now Heisei is the name of the imperial era, of the most recent imperial era. Maybe you know the Meiji era, maybe you know the Edo period, maybe you know the Showa period. The period that, I'm a Showa kid, Showa 51. They have a slightly different calendar. Kawoura-san wa Heisei Roku. So he's born in the 6th year of the Heisei Emperor. And he said that this new cafe that he started up is Heisei inspired, which is kind of like a 90s era concept. And to think that Heisei is the new retro and that Showa is now like for old timers is a little bit scrambled my mind a little bit, but it's very cute. It's called Retopo. Retopo is retro is retro pop, okay? Retro pop cafe. And I won't be able to read all the kanji in Japanese, but you have to check this place out. Oh my god, it's just absolutely insane. Hold on. Retopo. And there's their beautiful little mascot. Come in, we're open, and you're already off to a fun start with the door handle right here that's all blinged out, as I think, you know, not only the Japanese girls did, but the teenage girls back home did. And here we are at Retopo. It's so cute. There's some, it looks like there's already been a few famous people who have visited. これ芸能人かな? 青山テルマさん. 青山テルマさん? Singer です. Singer, okay. I don't know all the Japanese pop stars, but when they come to a shop, sometimes the storekeeper has a card that they can leave a signature on, and it's a badge of honor to have somebody visit your shop. And here's another cool one, which they've done a little digital clock, a little retro, cool digital clock. And this is the cafe. Now this is where RECOCO was, and now this is the new concept, Retopo. And you can see, like here at the cash register, it's all blinged out with these kira kira jewels that all the girls put on their bags and cameras and fingernails, and when they went to the Purikya, the print club, and got their photos made with their friends, and they decorated these things, and it was just, it's very 90s era, Heisei Jidai style. They've got all the cool old retro 90s magazines, all the Garu magazines from on the wall. They've got the fully blinged out, I don't know all the characters, you girls will know better than me, but you know, they've got all the usual suspects, Barbie, you know, is that Sailor Moon? I couldn't tell you. Pink, there's Mello-chan, Tom and Jerry, Powerpuff Girls, Care Bears, and they've got, like, this is what you did to your phone. When I first arrived to Japan, this is the kind of phone that all the girls had. I think even my wife had one of these. And there's the old retro camera. So we're still on brand here with tokyorecordstyle. We're talking about photography. There's the old iPods and the old headphones. And I guess you can take these out and have an experience of how to use the USB, the old cameras. And they've got like SD card readers so that you can plug them right into your phone and download some retro shots. There's some selfie sticks down there, but that is not all, okay? There's the Cecil McBee bags, and everywhere you look, there's Hello Kitty-chan, and just everything that you might find in an old vintage thrift store. But there is still more. You have to see this. This is a selfie spot, if there was ever a selfie spot. I'm going downstairs and I'm getting a little teaser of what I'm gonna find down here. Mini discs, Game Boy, and Nintendo DS, VHS, an old iPod, some old blinged out stereos, and the old brochures from the phone companies for the phone that you might have gotten. And check this madness out. Chun, cha, cha, cha. It's like a teenage girl bedroom from 1995, maybe 1995 to 2005. I'm not totally sure, but it is really crazy. Here I am. I'm gonna get some flicker in the TV, but there's an old Sony TV with the VHS, a camera. You can come do a selfie. They've got all the GameCubes, Nintendo 64, Super Famicom, Sylvanian House, all the plush toys, all the Tamagotchis and DS, and he said he worked really hard with each of his staff to kind of curate the collection of all of this wild stuff. Can you believe this? My Melody, there's Full House, you know, it's so much of it is kind of a little bit before my time, and obviously it's a little bit, you know, it's super girl centric. But here is the locker, you know, your high school locker, and each one of them has a little installation with the pink leopard skin belt, the Hello Kitty slippers, the Sea Breeze spritz, the denim handbag, Powerpuff Girls, some old mangas. I mean, come on, these guys have like gone over the top. And I mean, it really is, the space is a crazy, crazy work of art. So if records aren't your thing, but retro pop is, then this might be a spot for you to stop by. They've got all the old magazines, the Garu magazines and famous mangas, and this is probably what your desk looked like if you lived in Japan when you were 14 years old and you had all the straps and plushes that you would buy for your backpack and for your phone, and all the characters. I know, it's a bit over the top. But look, there's still music here, and you can just imagine, like, it's the perfect spot to do a selfie satsue. And there I am, hey guys. And here is the collection of phones. I mean, come on. Is this not a riot? And just so that we stay on Tokyo record style brand, which I talk about photography, there's an old beautiful Fujinon Zoom compact film camera. There's some old fine pics and Ixies and some cool, look at these, like, right? Don't you want to rock one of those? It's so retro. It's Retopo. Retro pop. Okay, so you've got RECOCO next door, you've got Retopo here with all of your everything you might need to have a journey back to the 90s or a journey back to the Heisei era, or maybe even if you want to throw records into the Showa era. It's all here for you to enjoy. Amazing, good job. It's really, really cool place, and I'm really thankful to Kawaura-san for sharing it with me. So in the backstreets of Shibuya, next to Konno Hachimangu, just a 5-6 minute walk from Shibuya Station, you can come and check out both of these cafes. It's so fun and cool. Just Tokyo never stops impressing me. It never stops being an endless puzzle of fun and delightful exploration. So thanks for joining me on another cool adventure in Tokyo. Here comes a gorgeous McLaren down the street. Woo! Okay, until next time, I will see you at RECOCO or at Retopo. Bye, guys.